All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Stan Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Alien Earth Episode 5. This week's newest episode. So we're going to discuss it. Spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, hit pause, go check it out. Come watch us talk about it and join in on the conversation. And if you are in our live chat, make sure you guys leave some comments, and we'll get into the comments at the end. But we'll start. So this Brian was right. He called it. It is a flashback episode.
We get flashback, the whole thing,
beginning to end. Nothing is current. It's all stuff that happens before the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we get all that madness that happened. So start with Brandman. What you think about this episode?
I liked it. There were elements of it that kind of had like a throwback feel to the original Ridley Scott Alien to me.
100%.
Yeah,
you know, in terms of narrative, some of the stuff that they were doing on the ship gave me really like old school Alien vibes, which I was here for. Also, made me kind of look at the character of Morrow in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, up until now, he's just devious and scheming and just a son of a bitch. But
now you kind of understand him.
You get him. You get him. It adds an extra layer to the character, and I think he's just so well acted.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. And it's so good to have like quality Alien content. I think like the flashback element kind of felt kind of obligatory as we enter mid-season, but it was good. It was good.
Okay.
I rewatch each episode, so I can't quite say where I'd rank it just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely enjoyed it. There's a lot of stuff on this episode in particular that really just worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know we had talked about like a scene, where you stand up, you're like, "What are you doing?" So we'll talk about that in a little bit for sure.
I was like, you're falling in, you're doing the horror movie trope.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But real quick, Brian, we're not real quick, but what do you think about this episode?
It was good. So the episode itself, if I'm not talking about this place in the season or everything, it's my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah.
That's why I say it was the best, well done, action packed, storyline driven episode of the season. Best. Yeah. Period. Maybe understand about these characters a little bit more, all of it. The problem is, I don't think it deserves to be in episode 5. I think after you having a episode in 4, that was a lot of talking. Having a flashback after a lot of talking, a lot of information type of episode is not the best thing to do, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like exactly what how it was at the beginning of episode 5 and end of episode 5. The storyline is still the same place, because it's a flashback.
Exactly.
I think if this flashback was done episode 2, like they introduced everybody, we know who the kids are, we know what's going on, and then they go back and we see the whole thing with Morrow, and then they go back and explain what Morrow did in episode 2, maybe this would have been better, because it still would have been a great episode. So we got we're looking at episode 1 like half 30 minutes boring, 30 minutes great. Then episode 2, great. All this action, we understand exactly what happened in this ship. It was you understand Morrow a little bit more. So now when we go back and see all the other stuff, it just hits differently. I think it's just placed poorly for me. I don't like flashbacks in the episode 5 of a series that's only 8 episodes long, because I feel like you would now wasted the opportunity to push a narrative when you should have really been trying to peek out on this stuff, and put it on 5 kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth.
That's definitely that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'd say I kind of agree. It could have been placed earlier. this could have worked 2-3 episodes ago, if I'm being honest.
Exactly what that would have been 2.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is 5
Mhm.
3 episodes ago. After the first one, do this.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
agree.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I definitely
So,
agree.
the flashback episode I've ever seen, or like the most flashbacky episode. Yeah. Where he said he still had no good reason not to save that woman from the xenomorph.
you know what? The only good reason I would say is that everyone in that damn ship was stupid, and he was like, "No,
Oh.
I'm not opening the door for anyone else to do something else stupid." And so I'm just going to stop it right now. Like, you know what? All you guys deserve to die. I hope you all burn in hell. I'm out.
I'll see you there. That's funny. Where he said a lot of talking. Which episode did you see? Not it wasn't in this episode. In episode
4.
The last of episode 4, it was all dialogue. It was just all setting up and stuff like that, which is not a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. But it's
you
just
do enough flashback. That means you haven't moved the story along.
Yep.
2 episodes now.
Yeah. We saw the xenomorph and other species in the action. Yeah, no, this one was no
fire episode.
Some dialogue, but the dialogue was the action. I felt like it told the story with all the craziness of it all. But real quick for me, I really was entertained by this episode. Really loved it. Like, and then by the end, I was like, okay, so like it didn't do anything for the story, like exactly what Brian said. It's like, even for me, like you're saying, like 2, which I'll be fine with. I would just put it at the first one, man. This right off the bat, just have it like here you're in space. It feels very alien. That's what I hear from everyone. It feels like the throwback, like you're watching something made back then, like an original Alien movie or Aliens. So I was like, why not start off your TV show with something that reminds you and you feel that vibe, and then you can get into like all the, because then it could
because you don't understand Morrow, because that's what, at least because you see him do, if you see him do something bad, right, and being evil, and you're looking at him after episode 1 and say, you are the worst motherfucker, how dare you now? But then you see the flashback and you understand what's going on, and the whole scope of it hits better. But if you don't do that, then you don't really get that satisfaction of understanding Morrow better. If you do it, in episode 1, you just lose all that. So
I mean, because it's easier to make somebody be a bad guy and then you start to feel for him, rather than you kind of sympathize for somebody and then they start doing messed up stuff and you're like bro, what? Like you start getting angry instead of, I get that. And there were a few major parts in this episode of information, that wouldn't be played well too early. But again, what was the scene that when Morrow sees, Boy Cavalier and the traitor, the saboteur, making a deal and stuff like that, obviously you would have to rewrite that and change it somewhere. But I still agree, like somewhere in the beginning, like the first 2 episodes of the show were a lot of action packed and stuff like that. But if you would have put it there in the beginning of the show, all the action, then you get your dialogue, and then you get your finale. Like, I think that would have been more satisfying, because because you get an awesome episode. That means nothing. You know what I mean?
You already knew all this stuff was happening.
Exactly.
We figured out through context clues what the kid has been doing. We understand all the Cavalier has been doing, so what was going to happen. So none of that surprised me, but it would have been great figuring out, seeing that episode 2, and then now we're going on and see how deep this goes.
So that's the biggest thing I had at it. But man, it was a fun, entertaining episode. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It brings you back to 1979 because you're screaming at your TV like, "Don't do it! What are you doing, lady? You tell me you're the best scientist they could find."
That's exactly what I found myself doing. Like, I was just like, serious. What do you do? Like, I was multiple occasions.
Little eyeballs try pointing. He's like, "Look, What is
He's
wrong
like
with you,
Warren
lady?
smacking the glass. Like, okay, so let's get into that scene since we're already talking about it. And it's a scene where one of the scientists is doing an experiment with these bug sluggy things, right? How I was telling Brandman, this was like last, off camera. I was like, how did these people survive 60 years in space?
65 years in space, yeah. What the hell are we doing?
You're so stupid.
For real.
Like, how'd you what you're 2 weeks, a little bit over 2 weeks away from getting home, and you're gonna do the dumbest shit. I was like,
but you have to realize that the people that they're getting to go for 65 years are the bottom of the barrel, right? So you think about, they have to be poor, emotionally, they have to be socially, that they don't have any connections to the earth at this point in time. So they're like the bottom of the barrel of everything. So that makes a lot of sense to me in that aspect. But it doesn't stop me from screaming at it. Like,
I get that.
Closing the door when you do an experiment is like the bare minimum. Locking, is you're
yeah, you're a scientist and you're messing up on the basic fundamentals, not closing things. You put an open container on like the edge of a table or whatever she had it resting on, that it fell, leaving stuff open.
Yeah.
Not paying attention to the thing that you're supposed to be paying attention to.
Yeah. Who drinks water like that? Like, listen, I drink a lot of water throughout the day. I don't like she was like, sip. I was like, what are you doing? And I never leave a bottle open. I'll close it back up. I'll put the top back on.
I habitually, because I drink a lot of water throughout the day too, I habitually close it back. Like, I'll take a sip for however much I drink out of it, and then I'll close it.
Who eats in front of all those species of aliens that look like you're gonna vomit? Like, who has a meal in front of them? Like, oh man, that's messed up. What are we doing here, guys? Like, what are you doing? You're literally the bottom of the barrel for real.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. That is kind of makes sense, but still, like, how'd you guys survive for all that long? Yeah.
OSHA should have been pissed off with this damn show. OSHA.
If I had every safety hazard you could think of, every single one.
And then to do an autopsy of an alien without a mask on. What?
Yeah. What? It's not even of an alien. You're cutting a person open. How do you not have a mask on? Like, what? At the very least, you know what I mean? Like, especially like he's coughing up blood. I have no idea what this guy got, man. Like, at the very least, that they weren't even wearing gloves. They weren't even wearing gloves.
I'll be honest.
Nothing.
No
hand protection. No eye protection.
Look, we already saw two people. Your captain's already dead, right? I already saw another one who had to put in cryo, right? I'm something's happened to him. I'm chucking him out of space. Sorry. Yeah.
They cut it open and it bled freaking acid. Like, what? Like,
and you said, first of all, next time you're gonna do it, next time you're doing it, you're gonna like, you know what a good idea to me is? I'm gonna go ahead and just open. I don't need gloves. I'm not gonna wash my hands. I'm surprised
the dude wasn't still like. I gotta go back and check it out. Did he still have the cigarette in his mouth? Like,
you talking about?
It wouldn't surprise
might be a good idea.
Yeah, because the dude had a cigarette in almost every scene. Like, it was in his hand like the entire time. Just please a little acid. Still good.
It's still good. Don't worry about that.
Also, what's up, Sheed? She's saying FLC almost forgot about you.
Hey, I feel you, man. I had the game on the entire time.
Yeah. But I appreciate you being here, Sheed, and everyone else talking Alien Earth. Oh man. So yeah, that scene was just That was.
It was dumb. It was look watching
It
her
reminded me
for
of
15
like you said.
minutes pissed me off. The whole 15 minutes of watching her pissed me off so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many times she was like this, about to drink the water. She was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I gotta do this now. Oh, I gotta do this now.
Like she's
I gotta
doing
do this
something
now.
upstairs.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?" And then
But
all of a sudden, it's the guy who's so scared. He's the one that drinks all the water. Like, if you're that scared, why the hell are you drinking after someone else's water who was just in there with those aliens? Ain't no way in hell.
And germs are not a thing. I guess they don't care about in the near future.
I guess not.
Yeah. But it was just. But everything, all of that stupidness and corniness, like you said, reminded me of like old horror films, you know. So when the guy drank it, I'm watching it. I was watching it on my phone, and I was in the dining room. My wife was like, you know, not that far away. I think she was like in the kitchen or something. And I'm like, no, like really. I'm like, don't do it. And she's like, what? Because I had the monitor of the baby, so she thought something happened with the baby. So I freaked her out. But it literally like it made me like scream at my screen, and that like that for me that's entertaining. You know, it's like you got me to actually like say something out loud as I'm watching this thing. You know, it's like it's fun. That's fun. That reminded me of like the good, goofy, corny, entertaining like stuff like that. Yeah,
It was stupid, and I
was.
enjoyed it. I literally just screamed at her like, "Come on, lady!" And I'm thinking in my mind like, after 65 years, how's our afro still picked perfectly round? This is crazy. the questions I have, you know, like
and that it freezes too. The hair freezes too. Like
the crowd just freezes the hair, and it's perfectly. And then after she's been out for all those times, she don't need a pick. You know, I don't understand what's happening at all with this. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to be picking the desert, man. I don't understand.
Fernando said, how do they miss the traitor on board who sabotages the spacecraft? I mean, I guess
who's monitoring the calls?
Yeah, right. You would assume Morrow, even like if because there's got to be some security dude always awake. That right? I mean, otherwise it doesn't make sense. If he's the only security dude and he also has to go in cryo, whatever. Yeah. What's up, Lawrence? Said just got home from The Conjuring.
Lawrence? How you feeling,
Very
man?
nice. Go and see it tomorrow. She said
Lawrence,
that was crazy. No mask, no suit, no gloves, no shields, no nothing. There's like F it,
dude.
Yeah,
I've been out of space 65 years. I'm almost home. Let me just do something stupid. What are we doing? What?
Yeah,
and it's one thing after another thing of just stupid, then another stupid thing. I was like, come on. Also, Lauren said, Brian not gonna want to watch that Conjuring movie.
Dude, the Conjuring movie, there's no way in hell that you could pay me enough money to ever watch that. Ever.
Yeah.
See where I can fit it into my schedule this weekend.
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I might do tomorrow.
Not watch that. F that.
He's not. Yeah. But
technically the first the first movie I'll be watching of spooky season.
Yeah, that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Any other like things you guys like had any issues with or things you really liked on this episode?
No, you know what? No, that was really the only glaring one for me. Just
the main one. Yeah,
scientists, man. How could you be that?
The worst.
Excuse me, that hasty. The absolute worst. Come on.
I mean, at this point, it's like scientists. It was like,
that's the quote unquote exactly. Like, man, you don't even know how to use this stuff. What are you doing? What the hell is going on? And then the captain and the first mate having sex in like the hallway. What are we doing in the hallway?
Wait, so I didn't get it. Was it in the room with the creatures? Or no?
Yes, it was like with all the things all around. That's why everyone saw it on the cameras.
Okay,
so I was like, so you just randomly just anywhere? You're like, you know, this is the perfect place to go. What?
Like
what?
Right.
Granted, sometimes you got to scratch that itch, but holy shit.
There's a door, right? There's a bed, right? There's somewhere you to go.
You're the captain.
Yeah. You're the captain. Come on.
Yeah.
Acting like a horny teenager.
Yeah. And it was like, then they do it in the room with all the monsters. I was like, was the eyeball just staring the whole time?
Yeah. He was learning.
Ah.
I want to talk about the eyeball. I thought the eyeball.
Same.
First of all, tap on the screen, and then it's like pointing, like, look, lady, turn the fuck around, and she's still like, leave me alone. I'll see you later. Can't do it right now. I'm not time for you. And then when he got into the guy, because I knew he was getting to the guy because we saw him standing there like that. I knew he was there, right? So we see him come up close, and then you hear him go to do that noise, like whatever it was, and he called a xenomorph, right? And you're like, why would he call a xenomorph? Is he with the xenomorph? And then he attacks the xenomorph, right? And that eye was going ham on him. That little eye was knocking out the xenomorph. Was scared of it because like he heard it scream. Like that was nuts. Like I was totally enthralled in that entire scene, and it made me look at that scene again differently. And then see how close Morrow was to being dead. And after that would have happened to me, guess what? I ain't open the door for you. Open the door for you? F that, man. I ain't open the door at all.
Yeah. Because the whole time you're like, we first see the eyeball, it's in the cat, and goes to attack Nibs. But after this episode, I was like, is it a bad guy? Because it was trying to warn the scientists, right? It was like knocking on the glass, like, hey, like, look what you're doing, stupid, And then they called the xenomorph, but it never attacked the human. I can't remember her name. It didn't attack the human. Like once it got the xenomorph,
it didn't attack Morrow, it didn't do any of it.
Yeah. So, but it was like, since the xenomorph doesn't have any eyeballs, it was like, can it get in to the xenomorph?
Technically, the xenomorph does once it gets past their
like the little shell.
Yeah, the shell, like whatever they block. Oh. So they do, and you see that it kind of jumps. And you see, I was trying to drill inside of it.
Yeah,
you see, it was
It was trying to get in.
Had enough time, it would have gotten in and into the eyeball of the xenomorph. And then I actually think that this is a xenomorph's like worst mortal enemy. I think that's what it really is. It is the mortal enemy of xenomorphs. I think that's what is crazy. And that's probably why he was calling it there, because he's like, okay, he might have called it in there to allow Morrow to have a path to get away.
Sheet. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. I like that. I just think I just assume like it was trying to get into that xenomorph because it's like it wants to be able to control the most powerful being, right? And right now it's that. So, but that would be scary if like the xenomorph took or the eyeball took over the xenomorph.
I don't know if it's any more scary than already, but I think the eyeball. Hear me out. Predator. The eyeball goes to Predator, and then that's the most intelligent. And now we have a real alien versus Predator type of moment with that.
I
like that. Yeah.
Trying to warn him. It could have been trying to warn him.
But it's probably gonna be the Kid Cavalier. It's the eyeball's probably gonna get into the Kid Cavalier.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, the eyeball is creepy. It got beat up. I would love to see it take over the xenomorph. Same, I would kind of be interested. But Kid Cavalier would be or Boy Cavalier, whatever his name is. He would be interesting too. He would be super interesting too. But I'm really interested in this eyeball now. Like something I never even thought about. Besides, like, oh, it's just another random creature, and now it's starting to play like a real kind of role into things. So because right now it's in the sheep. But it's staring at at the, it was a Kirshan,
Kirsch. He's staring at Kirsch like
Kirshan,
real like like
yeah, the other dude. Yeah, like he's watching, observing. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm kind of curious. So for anybody watching, make sure you check out Big Four Entertainment because Brian shows up on Big Four Entertainment, and you guys do like a scene for scene kind of breakdown for the whole show or episode, I should say. But there was one thing I did agree with Anzo when I was watching you guys that I know, right? That is a dangerous path. But, um, the show is not very focused on the alien. Like, like I feel like I've seen the eyeball more than the actual alien, you know. And
there's
there's
5 species, right? And we've only covered 3 of them.
What was the other one? Oh, the sluggy thing. But it seemed more that there's more than 5 though, right?
So there's 5. So there's multiple carriers, but they only have 5 species that they brought out.
Yeah, okay, that makes
only
sense.
about 5. So the xenomorph, you know, the
slug,
egg,
the slug,
the
eyeball.
eyeball, and then we know the pod thing. We haven't really talked about that again. What's the 5th?
Because I know they showed where somebody was like walking and it was like another thing. It was like in a green, foggy water kind of thing. So you couldn't figure out what it was, but it was like slapping the glass too.
So we're probably not going to see that until season 2 of this, because eventually this whole thing has to be wrapped up and taken off this the Earth. And that's what I'm saying. You can even bring Predator in to kill all of it off.
That'd be cool.
But
I like
you
that.
know, if we look at the trailer for next week, you see the xenomorph gets out.
Oh, let's see that. So we'll check out the trailer real quick, but run through some of these comments. What's up, Kevin Davis? Said, do you think Kevin? Alien Earth is going to get a renew for a second season?
Yes,
I think so.
Yes,
it could. So. Yeah,
it won't be on Hulu though.
Yeah.
What's that?
Depends on yeah, it depends on where they go with the story. But yeah, they could easily do a season 2, I think.
Yeah, I think so. You're saying interesting theory. I like that. The plant. Oh, is the plant another species?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, probably budget. I was looking thrifty in some scenes, like dude. Yeah, but I kind of liked it because it
breaks to 1979 type of thing.
Yeah, you know, because when he stood up, I'm like, oh, that's a dude in a suit. You know, but also it didn't look like the alien, so I'm wondering, is it still evolving?
Watch this trailer. That's what I'm saying. One of them looks really weird again.
Yeah. Okay. Maria said, I enjoy the other species. The less we see the xenomorph, the scarier it is. Okay, like a Jaws effect kind of thing.
I don't know. I feel like we realize that it's not as scary as all these other things. Every one of these things could take over the Earth.
Yeah. So we'll finish this up real quick. And for now, saying definitely season 2 is happening. Agreed. Also, I think I might have missed Fernando's comment, but I know Fernando said that this episode was fire. So
yeah.
So yeah, let's finish off this discussion with checking out the trailer for the next episode.
They're experiments, Dan.
Get it ready real quick. All right, let's check it out.
They're experiments, Dan.
That's what we do. We study.
Like you study us.
Outside.
Was it worth it?
If you're not careful, you're gonna belong to
DNA unknown.
Feels good, doesn't it? Being more than human. But there's a price.
A world of infinite potential.
Okay, I'll see that one. Because is this one that's kind of brownish, like the one
lung?
that her pet with the lung?
Mm-hmm.
But then is she gonna have some kind of connection specifically with that one because it's her brother's lung?
Or is this how it's a
That's
xenomorph?
shit, man.
Right.
Could the xenomorph with the eyeball become the queen?
That yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I want to see
So,
right here. Yeah, there we go. See, that looks more traditional xenomorph, dude in a suit kind of thing. Well, it's like what we saw in the last episode.
That's a cool shot of the xenomorph too. By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, but I can still see it evolving,
Mhm.
to like the bigger thing. But yeah, the eyeball is definitely gonna play a bigger role. I just don't know if it's a bad guy or a good guy yet. I think it does bad stuff, but I think it might be a good guy. Like it's gonna save some people.
I think it's just it's
Infinite.
mortal enemy. I really believe it's this mortal enemy.
That'd be cool. Like that would
On their planet. On their planet.
Well, because
Because they ever
technically,
combined, it could be something.
I kind of want like a figure of that. Like that'd be cool. Because it can't be that big, right? Like, but that thing is creepy.
That
Shit.
looks awful.
Yeah.
Every way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Give you
I can see that
nightmares.
thing crawl towards you.
Yeah. This shot was cool, I thought. This shot was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the shots of the xenomorph throughout
right
this
here.
trailer are pretty awesome.
Like that, like just in against the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted you guys to see that one because there is another one. And I wanted to kind of compare it. It's very it's similar, but you see other parts
of it.
Yeah, you see other things and things that you didn't see in this one, you're gonna see in that one. So I want was compare. So we saw that first one. Let me pull up this second one.
Oh, another trailer.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Heck yeah. Yep. So I forget. The whole season is A+ so far. It's really good, man. It's really good. It's
I
up
don't know
there.
if it was an A+ for me, but I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
She said it evolves with different species in every movie that it's been. Yeah. Yeah, so I wonder what else is gonna happen in this one.
Let's look at this one.
Well, the only thing I was thinking with the enemy though is because technically Covenant and was it Covenant? Not but Covenant. What are the prequels called?
Yeah, Prometheus and Covenant.
Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
And the Covenant. Okay. So like both of those like pretty much create the alien, like the xenomorph.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much time was in between that one and
there's a timeline that if you look it up, there's a timeline.
Yeah.
But while you do that, let me pull this other one.
Yeah,
up.
get this next one up.
They're experiments.
Read A+. Lauren,
what we do.
Lauren. The last episode should have been number one. I don't know how I was thinking. But if you want to put it as number two, I'm cool with that one too. But it should have definitely been
the first one.
Yeah. I think it would have hit so much better at the beginning of the season.
All right. This is a little bit different, so just check this out. See what you guys think.
Okay.
They're experiments to him.
That's what we do. We study.
Like you study us.
Is my sister safe?
Well, we found a glitch.
We've come too far to fail now because you don't have the stomach to bring this home.
I'm working out a way to get us out of here.
What if I don't want to go?
You saw the differences in this one?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a baby, and then it gets bigger, and then.
So she's communicating to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about my sister. My sister okay? And she says that we found a glitch with her. She says they found a glitch with her.
Mm-hmm.
with Wendy. So I thought that was interesting. And she's
little-
talking to her and then attacks her.
Little baby xenomorph.
You see the plant things that we talked about again, because then we're talking about her again. And then here, oh, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, hanging upside down. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I was
trying to get to the doctor right there. These X-rays back here.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like it's Wendy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
But look at the body. It looks very weird. And it could not just be Wendy, it could be Nibs, right? What if Nibs is actually pregnant with something? What if the eyeball that she blocked and the thing went to her hand impregnated her with something?
I mean, she thinks she's pregnant, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
And what if she actually is?
Bring things full circle, for sure.
What if she's in eyeball babies come out of her, explode out of her?
A bunch of eyeball.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And the other one we saw, right? It says DNA not found, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, what if these things are combining with humans and things changing?
Well, these are the hybrids, right?
Mm.
Like all the Lost Boys are hybrids.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought this one is a little bit different. And then you saw the face hugger, right?
Yeah, I want to see who the face hugger hit on. Or
I think I know what it is, but I want you guys to see. So
running across the table, that's creepy.
Did you see?
It's hard to pause with this thing. The face hugger will never not be scary. Oh, is that the brother?
I think it's the doctor.
Okay.
I think it's the husband
definitely
that
a
tried
dude.
to get out. He was like, we should be getting out of here. And she's like, well, no, this is a risk and all this stuff. I think this is her husband, the doctor.
Mm. Yeah. I see that. I can see that. I can see it being the brother though too. It's hard to tell. But what if it's the brother? Because like the brother is like, hey, I want to get out. Let's get out. And it's always like very much like the doctor. It's always the people who want to get out and are telling people to get out are the ones that get got first.
I think she controls them to a certain way. And I think that the last episode, not just this episode, but the last episode was talking about the guy doctor saying they're doing this wrong to the kids and all this stuff. I think that means that they're going to attack him. And I think I've heard people say it's the doctor.
Yeah, I'll be cool with that. The doctor. Yeah.
So, yeah, and because you see his notes on the ground, sitting on the ground right before this happens.
It's in the doctor's office.
It's in the doctor's office. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. We got 3 episodes left. I'm still very much invested in this show so far. Like everything that's going on, I'm liking. And I'm enjoying it so far.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
It was good. Good.
You guys got any last thoughts for this episode of the trailers?
It was interesting, right? There was a lot of good things. This is a lot of good things with this trailer. I'm excited by next week. I think we're going to get the story to move on. I think we're going to find out that Wendy's a problem. Could it be that Wendy turns into a xenomorph and actually becomes the queen? Maybe she's the only queen. Maybe because that's how she communicates and all those things, and that's why she's not afraid and says, I don't want to go. Maybe that's it. So this episode is going to be fire, and I think it's going to be. I mean, I'm anticipating it now, but I think that I would have been doing this more if this episode was number 2.
Yeah.
It could have been earlier.
Yeah, because I mean, as great as this episode was, you kind of pause the story, so is what it is. But cool. Yeah, that's our thoughts for episode 5 of Alien Earth. We watched the trailer for the preview of the next one, so we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Alien Earth, this episode or the trailers. Any theories that you got with who might, turn into another xenomorph. Yeah, and stuff like that. But appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Thursday when we talk about the newest Alien Earth episode. And we appreciate everyone in our live chat. We want you guys to stick around because we're ready to move on to our next topic for the night.